How do you know what metrics to trace while understanding the impact of the content that you're posting? So, one of the first things that I do for my clients is show the rise in the number of their followers. Doing that actually shows that the profile has been consistently under progress. Now, many people may say that followers are usually vanity metrics, but it doesn't really matter to me because knowing that the follower count is consistently increasing due to consistent content shows me that the content is actually right and is having some sort of impact. So the other thing that I really try to trace is understanding the impressions on post. Now, again, a controversial thing for some people, but believe me, it does really make sense. There are two ways that I try to trace the impressions. The first one is by understanding impressions by each pillar. Let me give you an example. So there are three pillars from one of my clients. One is a storytelling, the other one is engagement, and the last one is thought leadership. Believe me or not, storytelling actually brought in 75% of the impressions, while thought leadership only got 11% of the impressions. But believe me or not, while tracing, when did most of the leads came in was when we were posting the thought leadership content. The second way that I try to trace impressions is along with engagement by putting them both on either a bar graph or a line graph. This helps me understand every week the performance of the content that we've been putting out along with the consistent strategy and understand whether it's been working well or not. One of the ways I've asked my client to actually keep a track of all the inbounds is to create a Google form. Creating a Google form actually helps them put them information in, and we can realize how many people have come in and how many of those have actually converted and on what date have those leads come in. Now, after putting all of this together, what I do is really trace what happens next, what has went wrong, all that has gone right, and what we need to really capitalize on amongst the things that have gone right. The main aspect of this is to really understand that these metrics are taken over a particular time period. That means there's no one metric that I can pick or say that there's this one particular post or one particular feature that you had has actually resulted in this kind of lead. In fact, it may just be a little too confusing as well, but the main aspect of it is to really get through that you have to play the long-term game and not just focus on the smaller present gains. But understanding these metrics are still just as difficult. So